It's a brand new show that just dropped. While the presenters play dominoes, a special guest will be discussing all topics that matter to you. Everything from judicial, legal, health, wealth. Nothing is off topic. The name you ask me? Domino Effect. Domino Effect. Come listen. It's time well spent.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time you're watching the show, welcome to the Domino Effect Show. While my friend and I play dominoes, we'll tackle a very, very hot topic. On my left, I have VODs. On my right, I have this crazy guy, Eves. So, today, guys, I have a very special friend. And it's funny because you know how I'm always chasing people, right? So recently, I was chasing I was looking at on the internet, and I saw a friend of mine liking this dude post. So I was like, okay, I want to know what he is. So I went and check out this gentleman on my right. So let me properly introduce this guy. So this guy, he reminds me of me a little bit because after I spoke to him, right, I'm like, wow, this guy, he really is me. So this guy, he came to the United States at the age of 19. He studied finance and accounting at UMass Boston. He graduated at UMass Boston. After that, he spent 15 years working in the corporate world. But the funny thing is, he was not satisfied. So he decided that he was going to quit that job because he wanted to follow his dream of helping his community to reach the American dream of owning houses, home ownership. So by doing that, he started his own business in 2008. He created his company in 2010 called Fast. The name of the company is Fast, but that's the acronym. It's Financial Advisory Service Team, where he makes home ownership possible for showing families, for assisting them every step of the way, for managing, right? Yep.
That's good.
Managing their finances, educate them about credit and taxes, everything in between until they qualify to get their own key. And the best thing, during this past 14 years, he helped over thousands family become owners by doing and adding over $300 million home equity in the community.
That's good.
So when he says his name, I was like, wow, dude, he's Haitian, no doubt. But his first name isn't. Without further ado, the owner of Fast is Mozart Sincere. Guys, this is my man right here. Is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
All right.
That's good.
So I pass.
Wow.
So, guys, this is the man right here. He's the owner of Fast.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk a
Welcome.
lot tonight.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah, I know.
well done. It is an honor for me to be on this table with you guys and discuss home ownership, especially in our community.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to have to discuss these topics, to answer some questions, and hopefully by this can go far as reaching out to a lot of members, not just in the community but other communities as well, so they can have a good understanding about home ownership and what it takes to become a homeowner in America. And I truly believe that this is the pathway to wealth and to generation wealth for kids and our grandkids. And I believe that 100%. I don't care what anybody else thinks, but I truly believe everything starts with home ownership.
Okay.
That's good.
So whose turn? Did I play? It's your turn.
No, it's your turn. So
Alright.
we are happy to have you here, and also that was well in the introduction it's already explained itself. So I'm excited because even myself too, I have a few questions that I'm going to ask. But the first question is, what inspired you, and how did you discover this dream of helping families to become homeowners?
Yeah, I mean, it started way back, even before I got married. Um, Even before I got married, when I got into real estate. So there was a lot of marketing. So I received a book at my house, and that invite me to go to some type of seminar about how to flip homes
Okay.
and to make money. So I took the book and I signed up, and then it was all the way to New Hampshire. That was way back in 1995. And
Guys, I don't know. He's showing his age here, so.
yeah. So when I went there, they really teach you about how you can go and find home and become a wholesale. But they teach you about home ownership.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was introduced to home ownership. And I'm like, wow, this is how America is. So and then I was like maybe 4 years before I got married, and I said I will not get married in America and move into an apartment.
Yeah.
So sure enough, when before I got married, me and my wife we purchased the first home. And when I look at the idea of homeownership, and when I moved into, I live in Boston, Massachusetts, that's where my office is, and I feel like none of the people I know on the home, and I see how easy it is for me to own one. And then I sat down with my cousin at the time. Like, okay, we gotta do something. Maybe I can apply for grants, and maybe the government can give me access to funds, so I can educate my community about homeownership. But my cousin at the time told me, my cousin is very smart. His name is Ralph. He'd be like, no, Mozart, they're not gonna give you money to go teach people at homeownership. They want the system to be the way it is.
Yeah.
The rich people came on home, and then for the rest of us to rent from them.
Yeah.
So they will never give you funds to do that. You have to do that on your own. I'm like, okay, I don't have the money.
Yeah.
I got to work. I got to feed my family. I don't see how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
So that's when I went to the corporate world, and I worked for 15 years. And then I said, no, it's time. It's time for me to do whatever I got to do, and so I can be part of this movement. And like we play in dominoes today, it's like a domino effect. The minute you can help one person help another
Yeah.
person, it will have a domino impact. And
Nice.
eventually, hopefully, we can raise the bar as far as in our own community, so we can have a high percentage of
Yeah.
families in our community that are homeowners. And it's
Yeah.
working towards that way. It could be not in my generation, but at least in the next decade or so,
Yeah.
we might be known as a community where the majority of us are homeowners.
That's good. That's
You
good.
think-
That's good. That's
So
good.
you already explained what inspired you to become to have that your own business and real estate and stuff, and those kind of failed. I want to know what uh, for a first time home buyer,
Mhm.
what will inspire me to go to you instead of going to a local bank to
That's a very good question. Um, the banking system is structured in a way where they focus on qualified borrowers. Okay,
uh-huh.
and the system is designed where if I just go about my business, work, pay my bills, and do the best that I can, use my credit cards, it doesn't matter. It's almost doesn't matter how much money I make. I go to the bank and I'm not a qualified borrower to buy a house. And the bank doesn't have they don't have the resources to actually sit down with you and go over why you're not qualified.
Yeah.
See.
So the minute they tell you, oh, by the way, unfortunately, at this moment, I cannot pre-approve you for a mortgage, then you just have to take your documents and go home.
You basically you discourage and you go like, okay,
Yeah.
you walk away.
And you thinking, okay, maybe when I got a second job. No, that doesn't. That's not gonna change much. You know, maybe when my wife comes to America now, we two income. That's not gonna
That's
change
not-
much.
yeah.
It's how it's your habit. It's what you do every day. It's what gonna dictate whether or not you can qualify for a home. And until you sit down with somebody that knows the system and how to navigate through to tell you your behaviors would have to change.
Yeah.
It's not your job, it's not your position, it's not more income, it's your behavior and how you think of financing here in America. That has to change in
Yeah.
order for you to be qualified. To become
I like that.
Okay,
No,
I like that.
I like that.
Are you only working with first-time home buyer, or you willing to you work with other people like investment people that's willing to invest in other property, like a second home has a investment property? Did you do that?
Is that my turn?
Yeah, that's your turn.
Okay.
Did
Get
you?
it my turn, no, because you couldn't get it passé.
Oh, you're it's it's not that it's not that you're past. It's like you oh yeah you do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Do you only work with the first-time home buyer, or do you help other people? Like, if, for instance, if I have a property already and I want a second home as an investment property,
That's,
did you work with people like this?
Yeah.
On that aspect.
yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm a finance guru first before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when a client comes to me and they already own a home and they want to buy a second home, I first need to know what is the idea behind
Why?
it.
Yeah,
Why you want to do this?
Okay.
Because just because you want to buy a second home, that doesn't mean you should.
Okay.
But and that doesn't mean you will not. You may not get it with me, because if it doesn't look right, I'm not going to be like, okay, let's work towards this.
Exactly.
If someone says, I have a client of mine now, she owns 4 homes in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
She does Airbnb, but she's been very successful at it.
Mm-hmm.
But when someone owns a home in one town,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you say you want to buy a second home, just because now your family is moving to America, you want to help them,
Mm-hmm.
and but yet they're not quite in here yet, or have a job, or be able to generate some income. And I say, well, you buying a second home may not be the best thing for you to do at the moment.
Okay.
Why don't you get them in, have them sleep in your basement, let them be here for 2-3 months, get a job first, then you can start the process of buying another home.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that person cannot go somewhere else and find somebody else to help them buy a home.
Okay.
Because the key is, it's whether that person is in the right state of mind financially to make
Okay.
that investment at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's the way we analyze things with clients when it comes to purchasing a second home or
Okay.
doing an investment. A lot of clients come to me for investment. So yes, I'm open to listen to everybody as far as what they want to do. But to a second note about this, I have clients that come to me. They're currently living in an apartment that's under their name,
Mm-hmm.
because their wife has Section 8, and then they're thinking about investment. And these particular people, I don't even discuss with them about investment. I said, you first get your wife out of Section 8. You together go get a job, work together, get your own home first, and then come back to me. We talk about investment.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
I-
The education is
that's good.
very
That's
important,
good.
and I like
So, that's
what
your
you're
turn.
doing.
Yeah.
I know. I like the
I know.
way that you are doing it, because it's very important for
pass
people
again?
to educate yourself
All right.
before anything.
Mhm.
Yep. I love that.
You win, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that, but I think I told you that in the last conversation that we don't let guests win.
Yeah.
I think that was a sell-out, because
Yeah.
même si fait gagner, parce que them get what get.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so no, I love it. I love it. I love because I know there's a lot of people that are watching right now, and they're gonna have. If you have any question, feel free, because I hope it's not the last time that you're gonna be here.
Yeah, no, this is not
trust
the
me,
last time he's
especially
gonna be around.
yeah, because I know that we have a lot of questions to ask.
All right, so
Because I have a few questions that I want to ask.
I know,
you know, man.
I know. I know what you do is not free.
Yeah.
So, So how do you and your team make money?
Okay, very good. First, financial advisory service team, what we do, we advise people in terms of how to understand finance. We focus on financing for working families. So we encourage people that currently in the workforce to be able to use that path that we have in place in order for you to become homeowners. So my team, when we work with you, okay, we make sure that everything is in order.
Okay.
Within my team, we'll be able to assist you with taxes, with credit management, immigration issues. We help you if you have rental issue with your current landlord. We help landlord have rental issue with the tenants. And when we provide this type of service for you, we charge you a fee for that. Very little, because that's not where I would like to make money.
Okay.
And I am known in the finance industry. One of the reasons why I tap into earlier when I discussed about when someone comes in my office, if I don't feel like you're ready to buy a home, you want to buy an investment property, I'm not even gonna entertain that. It's because from 2011 to today, I don't have not one client that their house is ever foreclosed on.
Oh wow.
Okay, and I'm very well known in the finance industry, in the banking industry, in the lending industry, as someone that actually do a work in the immigrant Black community that most banks are unable to do. Because as you know, 80% of mortgages are gone towards the non-Black community, and it's very hard for banks to integrate in that community because of they don't have the resources to do so. So I have the resources to do so.
That's good.
Whenever I get to sit down with a client and be able to get you into a home, bank pays me for that.
Oh, I see. So,
Okay. They pay me for that. And Fast also has a real estate company that's in place. And through the real estate company, we also have realtors that assist clients into getting a home.
Okay, that's
Fast make money in that way as well.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So we do charge for a fee for service here and there about taxes and insurance, whatever the case may be. But we do make our money through real estate transactions and through mortgage transactions.
I have a question. What you just said got my attention.
Your turn.
So you said that you are well known and you've been helping people to get the dream home, and also you never had any client that went to any foreclosure. So what is Fast? How do you guys do it to make sure that something like that you have no control of it, to know what's gonna happen? How do you?
We stay truly connected with our clients.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all clients know the minute you do a transaction with us, everything you need comes through us.
Oh,
okay. Because whenever you become a homeowner, there's a lot of companies that target you. They want to tell you insurance. They want you to do refinance. You're not even ready.
Your turn.
Yeah. So and because of we stay connected with the clients, what most people don't know, the bank wants the money. They don't want your house. A lot of people don't understand that. They think in the bank want to go after their house. That's the last thing the bank wants to do.
Yeah.
Is to go after your house.
Yeah.
They want your money. So it's not like none of my clients ever had any financial struggle in the past 10 years. Is they know to come to us and we can help them navigate through it.
All right. I see.
A lot of people sometimes they have financial issues and then they ignore the bank. That's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, you don't want
to do that. Even when you ignore the bank, you take the bank, especially in the state of Massachusetts, it might take the bank 5 to 7 years before they can foreclose on you.
Yeah.
That's 5 years went free.
Yeah.
which is not good, but at least you're not paying rent for, you don't pay mortgage for 5 years. But we tell our clients, come to us. Let me help you work with your current bank
Yeah.
and see how we can get you out of the situation.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And there is a program called loan modification that
Yeah.
exists. Most people don't know. We can even convert, the system can convert your mortgage from a 30 years to a 40 years.
40 years.
They can forgive some of the money that you owe for the past few months you're unable to pay. They can put some of that money, put it in the back, so you can maintain a mortgage that's more affordable, because the bank wants to work with you. They will beg you to find a way to work with you.
I like that.
Nowadays,
Your turn.
I don't know if you can make it different for me between when the interest rate is high, when it's a good time to buy a house. Because I know a couple of friends that say, oh, now it's not a buyer's market, it's a seller's market. And we'll see people buying houses over the asking price right now. And how can you talk about that between the interest rate, how it goes right now? It's some point I thought interest rate is about 6 or 7%. And someone that buying a house right now, is it a good time, or if you have to wait for the interest rate to drop, or
even refinance too? I'm just gonna add that on there.
Those are very, very good questions that you guys come up with. And I say to people all the time, the best time to buy a house when you don't own one is today, no matter how the market is.
Okay.
When someone is not homeowners already, the best time to buy is right now, always, 100%, no matter what market we're in. Because buying your first home, it's replacing your rent. That's what you're doing. You're not buying a home yet. You just need to, instead of paying a landlord, pay yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you make a mortgage payment, there is a percentage of that payment that goes towards the principal. That's like a saving for you. As compared when you pay rent, 100% goes to the landlord.
Yeah.
And your home always build equity. In the past 20 years, there is only 1 year. In the past 20 years, there was only 1 year where your home didn't earn equity on that year. That was like 2010. The one that 1 year the home didn't increase in value for that year. So just that alone, anyone that's in a position to become a homeowner, you should just go about, how do I get a home? It's not whether the market is up or down. Or where the interest rate is. However, if you want an investor, you might need to look at things, how the market is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're on your home now, you're trying to invest. Should I invest now when houses are so expensive? Do I go to a bidding war with someone that wants to buy a home? Me, I want to invest. You might want to think twice about investment. But as far as buying your first home, the time is always now. You just need to know what's the path and when can I refinance? How much is the mortgage? How is the mortgage compared to my current rent? How do I navigate? What am I going to have to give up in order for me to maintain that mortgage?
Yeah.
Those are the questions you need to ask. It's not whether or not you should purchase now.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
So what about the refinance?
Yeah, but
No, I know.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to refinance, right now, when someone comes to me and says you want, it's the same thing about when I was asking the question earlier. When someone comes to refinance, be like, okay, what exactly are you trying to do? What you want to refinance for what? You know what I mean? Because there are two types of refinance. There is interest, reduce your interest type of refinance. There is cash out refinance, and there is another form of refinance called HELOC.
Yeah.
Okay, so when anyone that purchased a home prior to COVID have enough equity in that home right now where they can get a HELOC. Okay, which is a second mortgage. Anyone that bought a house prior to COVID or even through COVID, you had an interest rate below 3%. It's very hard for you to refinance.
Yeah.
With an interest rate that low. so a lot of people can go towards HELOC. But what are you gonna do with that HELOC
With
money?
money, yeah.
So the HELOC money is like a line of credit that they put on you. So you can do whatever you want with
Go on
it.
with that.
So I have clients, I have people that use HELOC to buy a second home, which is a good. buy an
That was
investment.
one of the questions I was gonna ask.
Uh-huh.
But is it gonna put your debt ratio higher from you getting the house that you want? Like if I want it multi-family and I have an ELOC, because the ELOC become a second mortgage on my first one. So is it my debt ratio right now?
And for
It will have an impact on your debt to income ratio. Debt to income ratio, it is very important to know what you're going to do with that HELOC money.
That's right.
If the HELOC money is used for you to buy a multifamily, then you're going to make enough from that multifamily to cover
everything else. That's right.
But if you want to get that money to go on vacation, you
Then
buy
what-
you're gonna be financial problem.
I know people that saying, "Oh, if you get the home equity to buy another house, it's gonna prevent you from buying that house because they're gonna see your debt ratio is too high, and you might not get the loan."
The system, you have to show the system how the other house gonna be able to sustain itself financially in
That's
order
right.
for you to
To get the other one.
proceed,
Exactly.
with that
Exactly.
Okay.
Guys, I know we've been talking for a long time, so I'm looking at my watches, so I know it's gonna be so. We gotta
have to have a second one.
I know we're gonna have to invite Mozart along again. So do you target specific group to help, or do you help everybody?
I would love to target a special group. Every time I'm trying to transition into targeting a different group, which my lender always told me was that's kind of discrimination that you want to focus to your group of people.
Nice try.
And every time I'm trying to target a different group, so many more of my people come to me. So it makes it very hard for me to be like, I'm going to leave my people behind and target a different goal. And I get such a satisfaction, such a fulfillment when I know I can help a family that didn't even understand the process of owning a home, but with my team, within 3, 6 to 8, even a year, now they have a key. That satisfaction it means the world to me. Yeah. So and I can keep getting that on a weekly, monthly basis. So targeting, if somebody comes to me and asks me for help, which happens a lot, I'm here to, our team is here to assist them. But yes, it can make me happy, but I don't get the same fulfillment when I assist a family that's struggling to pay rent, and then now I can make you a homeowner.
Okay. So how would, if I want to get in touch with you, what is the best way to reach out to you?
My cell phone is like 911. So I don't mind anyone to my cell phone.
So basically, I think what he's trying to say. So where are you? Okay, where's your office located? That's one. Give our viewers your information.
Okay. So I have a couple of offices in Brockton. So I have an office for fast. That's where we do all the services, and I have an office for mortgage.
Okay.
Both in Brockton.
So if you
953 Main Street, Brockton is my mortgage office.
Okay.
That's where we do all the transactions that has to do with mortgage, and I partner with a lender that we do all the transactions through. And 35 Torrey Street, Brockton, that's our main office where we handle anything that has to do with financial service to our clients. And our office number is 508-588-4500. Or my cell phone 508-648-7816.
So are you on social media?
I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Can you tell our viewers what are they?
I'm on X, which used to be Twitter, which is MMOSTCYR. That's Twitter, and you just Google my name for Instagram or Facebook, Mozart Sincere. I should pop up, and again, cell phone, which is the best way to get to contact me, 508-648-7816.
All right, so I know we run out of time, but I'm gonna throw questions at you like so when someone's not qualified, So how do you help them? How do you help your client to get pre-approved?
When someone is not qualified, that's one word we don't use in our office. There is no such thing as not qualified.
Okay.
You might not be able to buy today, but qualification for me is, do you give 40 hours a week at the place that you call work?
Oh, okay.
If you're working for the, and if someone, you tell me, well, Mozart, I've been looking for a job for a year, I'm like, okay, I don't even know what you do in my office right now, because you're not handicapped, you're not over 70, you're on two legs, so you're telling me you haven't been able to work for a year, and then now you want to take my time about home ownership, then you're not qualified.
Okay.
You're not qualified to buy a bicycle. Okay,
then.
but if anyone that has a job, we need to sit down, we analyze everything that you need to do. It might take you a year, but you are qualified to go through the process.
Okay.
Home ownership, qualification for home ownership for us is a journey.
Okay.
As long as you're in the journey, let's do what you gotta do until you get that key.
Okay.
Yeah. I love
Well, Mozart, it was a pleasure having you with us on the table.
I know.
He needs to come
He needs to
back.
come back.
Because there's a lot of
And there's
questions.
a lot of questions that we did not get. We did not get to hear.
That was,
So it was good.
Yeah.
And please, again, we're asking you guys to follow this this channel. Make sure that you make comments and share.
Yes.
Thank you, and have a good night.
Yes, thank you. That was a great show. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.